Hello there my fellow Teebo heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hopefully your weekend has started well, because guess what, we again have to take a trip to the Star and again have to use Ewoks and again have to face a squad of Empire, even though it's a full squad of Inquisitors. Yes, they're Empire, but they should really be getting the Inquisitor modifier, I think, not the Imperial one as always. But anyway, enough about that. So as usual, I'll just quickly go through the feats and modifiers and then show you the battles. If you want to skip ahead, the YouTube chapters below as usual. Now, in terms of the enemy, we do have to face a squad of Inquisitors, and oh boy, Grand Inquisitor hits pretty hard. Now, luckily, no Ninth Sister there, so we don't have to deal with the taunts. Like, that would complicate things even further, so not gonna complain about this one. In terms of the feats, yeah, we have an Ewok challenge, so we have to win with a full team of Ewoks. So get ready to remod your Ewoks, I guess, if you do want to hop onto tier 10. And then we also have to win after gaining stealth 10 times. Many ways to do it. I'll just show you a couple of different teams I tried out. Now, in terms of the modifier, the Death Star modifier, it's a kind of a fun one as always. We have this super laser blast ability that cooldown is shared amongst everybody. And when it's ready, whoever uses it then can go ahead and instantly defeat the target enemy. You have to keep an eye out on this charge, because when it hits 100%, enemy might choose it or not. So you gotta be careful, keep an eye on it. As soon as it's available to use, go ahead and use it. Then we do have the Ewok modifier, which is annoying, but really it's kind of anti, right? Attacks out of turn, but the enemy doesn't really attack out of turn all that much, so we don't benefit that part. We do, however, benefit by getting 20% speed. And what's working against us actually is the 50% counter chance, because whenever we counter, enemy is gaining, because of Grand Inquisitor lead there, a stack of Purge. And what happens when we gain 6 stacks of Purge for the first time on each of our unit? Grand Inquisitor gains a bonus turn, so we definitely will want to keep an eye out on the Purge as we're going through the battle. And then, yeah, they're Inquisitors, but hey, they're Empire as well, so they do get the Imperial modifier, which annoyingly, whenever leader uses special ability, calls everybody to assist. Like, it's not enough that Grand Inquisitor himself deals a lot of damage, he also calls everybody to assist, so definitely very difficult here to manage that. So as always, we'll do the Ewoks first, and you've probably seen this. Remember, any sort of Ewok team, I gotta remod my Ewoks because they're not really modded well. I don't use them for anything. Now there's one thing that kind of is an element of RNG here that we have no control over, is this one. So whenever we use a special ability with Ewoks, we call an Ewok ally to assist, but a random one. So that's why I gotta keep out, because if somebody, has got like 5 stacks of Purge, and they're called to seize, they will get 6 stacks of Purge, and then Grand Inquisitor gets a bonus turn, right? So something we don't have control over. So sometimes I just chose to use basic ability instead, because I didn't want the risk of calling somebody to assist that always got 4 or 5 stacks of Purge. So just something I want to highlight. A bit of an RNG element to today's challenge is the leadership from Chirpa. Did modding for speed, 310. Weakhead, I modded it for damage, but mostly damage over times will be doing all the damage anyway. Nisa, as usual, stack her with potency and speed, because she's got this ability right here, Yub Nub, that deals damage to all enemies, which is the annoying part as well in today's challenge. Once we get into the battle, you'll see. But most importantly, we stun the target enemy and remove 100% meter from them, which means this is the only way we have to control Grand Inquisitor at the start of the battle. So definitely want to stick potency on her. Then I also want to highlight here as well, it's not Dengar, right? It's Dungar, Danger, Dungar, whatever, Ewoks. Also, Nisa's got a Dispel, so once Nisa gets her second turn, you will want to Dispel the Purge, right? Just to keep, again, Grand Inquisitor under control so he doesn't gain another bonus turn. Logray, as usual, stack him with speed and as well, most importantly, potency, because this ability right here inflicts daze, and this is going to be very important, especially to keep 7th Sister under control. So definitely these guys, as always, potency, and then finally Paplu, mod him for speed. That's really the main goal here, because he gains 25% speed from his unique, which means he'll go first, and you know, he can then get the ball rolling, turn meter train rolling for your Ewoks. Alright, let's hop in the battle. And so what I do here, I actually get a taunt up, just a bit of a safety net, I guess. Back out because of the dodge there. You really want Nissa to get 4 stacks of purge in that opening sequence, so then she gains 6 stacks of purge while Grand Inquisitor is stunned. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out. Let's go ahead again, get a taunt up. There we go. Nissa got 4 stacks of purge. That's great. Now Wicked got a turn, which is a bit annoying, so I'll just do a basic ability. Now we're going to go ahead and get a stun. Resisted. Alright, back out again. Alright, let's see. Attempt number 3. Will we line this up finally now? Let's go ahead. Get a taunt up. Alright, we got 4 stacks. Ooh, even 5 stacks of purge. Let's go ahead. Daze, stun, remove all the turn meter from Grand Inquisitor. This is important as well. And then another thing that's important here, obviously when you do land that AoE, when you create like 7 Sisters got, I don't know, is it 50% chance to gain bonus turn meter, something like that. So if she gains bonus turn meter, she will then go ahead, hit your Paplu and get 6 stacks of purge on him. Grand Inquisitor gains a bonus turn, and then you most likely will lose. So a little bit of RNG in the opening sequence. Again, Nissa getting at least 4 stacks of purge. You need to land a stun and turn meter removal on Grand Inquisitor, and then also 7 Sister not gaining bonus turn meter. That's the goal. Once that happens, then the rest of the battle is kind of very manageable. As long as obviously you land the days right here, right now. So this is the guess final bit of RNG. There we go. We got the days on 7 Sister. That was the most important thing. Grand Inquisitor got his bonus turn there, but missed it because he was stunned. And that's the main thing here. Now Nissa doesn't matter, right? She got 6 stacks of purge. So it doesn't matter. It's just the first time somebody gains 6 stacks of purge. So now here, just gotta be careful here with the abilities. When somebody gets close to 4 or 5 stacks of purge, you really just use basic until you get the cleanse going. But for now, we are good here. Okay, so low grade got 5 stacks of their purge. So yeah, we got a cleanse now. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and cleanse that off. So that's really, it's about managing the purge until you get enough damage over time on Grand Inquisitor. I'll just, I guess, use all the specials again to keep getting assists. But again, keep an eye out on the purge. Again, we don't have to worry about Paplu and Nissa gaining 6 stacks of purge because they've already done it. It's really with the other guys that we have to be careful. Okay, so far so good. I'll just keep throwing rocks. 85%, 90%. Let's go ahead, use the other ability here. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can push back some turn meter on 8th brother. No, resisted, even with all that potency. Alright, so now we got super laser blast ability. Actually 2nd Sister, she can one shot my you know, gear 12 Paplu. So let's go ahead, take her down. I don't worry about Grand Inquisitor at this point, because he'll die from damage over times when he takes his bonus turn eventually anyway. So I don't have to worry about that as well. We can now just keep whacking away at these guys. Alright, we were able to take that hit. And at this point, once obviously Grand Inquisitor is down, you've got a Days on 7 Sister, you have her under control. I'm just gonna speed up the footage here because nothing else to see here really. It's really that, I guess, opening sequence that's going to be important in this battle. Again, getting 4 stacks of purge on your Nissa in the opening sequence, getting stunned, turn meter removal on Grand Inquisitor, and obviously 7 Sister not getting bonus turn meter, and then landing days on her. And after that, for the most part, I tried this multiple times. For the most part, you can then handle the rest of the guys. There we go, just go ahead, knock down 8th brother, down he goes. Ewok that battle done. Now because I had Wicked there applying stealth to himself and target ally, I was thinking maybe we can get stealth as well with the Ewoks as well. Maybe if, you know, you stall long enough, or, you know, your Wicked gets more turns. I wasn't able to, so a couple of different options here for the stealth feat. We cannot have a stealth challenge without our man Teebo because he's their ship. So all allies have 55% chance to gain stealth at the start of their turn, and that's it basically. So just anything under Teebo lead, even if he's low gear, he dies off, it doesn't matter. You just need a team that can actually win the battle. So one of the teams, if you do have Kenobi, Jedi Master Kenobi, and they can do that for you. We're gonna lose Teebo, doesn't matter, that's fine. Let's go ahead, insta-kill Grand Inquisitor, and now we can go ahead, hit autoplay, and let Teebo's lead do all the heavy lifting for the stealth feat. Maybe a little bit of RNG element here, like enemy uses super laser blast ability, but usually they're not the most clever with using it, so I didn't lose anybody at all, to be honest. So very easy, quickly, in about a minute, stealth feat done. Now another ways to do it is with Darth Maul lead, if you do have Zeta on his leadership, and as well Sith allies. Now normally this is kind of the team I ran in my other account, but I do that, you know, can get it done quite easily. But I do have Bane now on this account, so I'm like, let's just not do that, let's do something different, something new. So just gonna do Darth Maul lead and Bane, and hit autoplay, and that's, I guess, again, a bit of RNG, maybe enemy gets lucky and uses super laser blast ability, but for the most part, again, enemy is not the most clever with that. Just gonna go ahead, hit full auto, and you know, yeah, we just want Maul to die, so then Bane can carry the battle. There we go. Now it's gonna be all Bane. Grand Inquisitor down, everybody down. Bane, man, I really wish we'd have more units like Bane in the game. Very versatile, very fun to use, a real powerhouse. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful. Just again, repeating kind of, you know, the Ewok strategy we usually have for these challenges, and as well, slightly different variation of the stealth feat that I normally would do with Teebo and Darth Maul. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.